Hello, everyone. I'm back with another episode of the morning show here. I'm actually by myself today, and I know I'm starting a bit earlier than usual. I have to end a bit earlier today as well, so that's why I'm starting the show a bit earlier than usual. But yeah, for like the next 15 minutes, I'll probably be by myself until my guest shows up, supposedly. So I guess right now I'm just gonna be talking about whatever comes to mind, I guess, and hopefully if someone leaves a comment or something, if what they want me to talk about. But right now, I'll probably just talk about school and like my my time at school, and I guess the whole process of going there. So I guess I'll start with um I guess high school, the application process. We can start from there. It all starts from, I guess, like very beginning of your last year, grade 12. Your the applications usually open mid-August, and most of them are due January for regular decision and October or November for early decision. I applied regular decision to Stanford and Harvard this past year. Obviously, I got into Stanford, so because that's where I'm going today. But yeah, pretty much the whole process goes from you have to get two recommendation letters from teachers, one from an English teacher and one from a math or science teacher. And then yeah, you pretty much what I did was I asked my grade 12 English teacher and my grade 12 physics teacher. I kind of helped, kind of discussed with them on what I wanted on there, kind of gave a little information on myself, and kind of just gave them free reign to talk about whatever they wanted in the letter, I guess. So yeah, they did that for me, which was really nice of them. Told them thank you. I actually still haven't let them know that I've gotten into Stanford yet, so I should probably do that pretty soon. But yeah, that is a important part of the process. I guess another big part of the process is writing your personal essay. That is pretty much the main essay. It's a maximum 650 words. Also, if the audio sounds bad, can someone please let me know because this I'm not on the usual setup since Fraser had taken the laptop. So I'm on my laptop. So if the audio does sound fidgety or weird, someone please let me know. But until then, I'll just keep talking. Yeah. So personal essay. Um, I did a lot of research on what I th- like what would help get into a good school, and what I found was that it doesn't really matter. You can pretty much just write whatever you want. Pro What I would recommend is write about what you care about the most. So what I wrote about was hockey and how that helped me deal with a bunch of different, like I guess, personal issues and mental health stuff. Pretty much just talk about what you really truly care about and what you're truly passionate about, and the university will see that because that's what they want from the essay, something really personal to yourself. So they don't want some another freaking, I don't know, genius coming out of like, I don't know, Palo Alto, some New York school, some really big private school. They want someone to that's different, I guess you'd say. So yeah, pretty much I would just say stick to your own passions and write about that. Yeah, and then I guess another big part of the process is writing all those supplemental essays, which are just pretty much tailored to the universities themselves. So Stanford had 8 supplemental essays. 6 of them were like 50 words max, and the other 2 were 250 words. Those they all change from year to year. I remember one of the main ones I remember was what historical event would I want to visit if I was able to go back in time? I chose, um, I believe it was the 1982 summit series between the Soviet Union and Canada. So, obviously something hockey related. That was a big part of my application process was very hockey focused and sports, I guess you'd say, but mostly hockey focused because that was something that I was truly passionate about and really cared about. So I really wanted to get that across in my application. So yeah, I pretty much talked about hockey a lot. I mentioned other stuff like lacrosse, other school sports clubs like science club in Lloyd. I did a bit of drafting, which is just using CAD. If you For those who don't know, CAD is like a software i- a software developing software, something like that, I guess you'd say. um, and then I guess let's see here. I guess another important thing about the application process is having extracurriculars. So I had a lot of extracurriculars. I obviously did hockey, lacrosse, other school sports. I also did some volunteer work in the community for the MMIW. So that's the Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women. I did a little bit of stuff for them as well. So, and a bunch of other extracurriculars. I feel like extracurriculars are also a very big and important part of your application process because that's like another thing that helps show the university what you're passionate about and what you're trying to do to help better your community, I guess you'd say. So that's another really important thing I'd say um, to look out for if you want to go to school in the States. They are pretty, it's really helpful to have a lot of activities, I'd say. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much the whole process. Yeah. And then like you just pretty much apply for that like in early January. And then I guess another important process would be applying for scholarships and financial aid. So I applied for financial aid at Stanford. Pretty much it involved just submitting tax forms um with for like my family, so like my parents and myself, to determine my household income and based they gave me a scholarship based on that. And then I'd also get um, a general scholarship from Stanford. So yeah, and because of that, I got a full ride scholarship pretty much to Stanford. I think I have to pay maybe 1,500 each year myself from working either on campus or just from summer savings. I guess you'd say that's one thing in my contract. I guess you'd call it for the scholarship. So yeah, and then yeah, that's pretty much the whole application process, I guess you'd say, what I've gone through to go to school to Stanford, I guess. Um, I can get more in depth, I guess we could say, when actually working towards it. So me and my parents were really nervous and well, my parents specifically were really nervous to send me there because it was obviously really far away. And, we weren't sure how we were gonna get me there. The whole status thing being going to school in the States was very confusing for us. We had to get my passport so I could fly there. Getting all the different dorm supplies and supplies for school. So yeah, it was pretty confusing and it was a pretty nerve-wracking and I guess grueling process. But it's all part of the journey, I guess, to get to school. So, to go in the school in the States, definitely not gonna say it's easy. It's very hard. Not not saying like not even just to get in, but like to actually go to school in the States. There's a lot of planning that goes involved um, about how you're gonna get there, about living, um, just like a bunch of different things you got to take into account. So, you know, and I've been through the process for my first year, and it was difficult to say the least. So, yeah, that's pretty much all going to talk about, I guess, just school and then but right now, I guess we can get more into my classes and stuff like that, and how actually going to school at Stanford has been so far. So, my first quarter, fall quarter, very first quarter at Stanford. Yeah, here we go. I want my guest here. All right. Yeah, I know, because Fraser was he's gonna go live later today, so probably gonna end a bit earlier today too. So yeah, yeah. But today we're just here joined with Marcus Champagne. Is that correct? Yeah. Just use this headphone. Yeah. Yeah. While he gets up, kind of just we'll just kind of wait for him. Then he can introduce himself here. Yeah. Good.
I'm good.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. You can introduce yourself.
Good morning. My name is Marcus. Marcus Champagne from Onion Lake.
All right. Yeah. And what do you want to talk about today? Do you have any ideas? Because I know you wanted. I know Fraser was
Yeah,
talking to you a bit.
I was wanting to talk about like uh, maybe um don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I was having some things to talk about. Yeah, but don't even know.
Don't you know?
No, yeah. Well, it's some don't know.
All right. Well, I guess we can just I don't know, just tell me about yourself. Like, what do you like to do? What are you doing right now? What do you do for work? Or what do you? I don't know. Anything.
Well, basically, so I've just been basically just taking some time to try get back to where I was
Mm-hmm.
as yeah as yeah as basically just doing just um yeah as well honestly it's um yeah don't even know. I just bullet yeah
All right.
I'm just
Yeah. I guess. What do you wanna like?
nervous.
You're just nervous.
Yeah, I
Yeah. It's.
was wanting to talk about the certain topic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
It's all right. Yeah, it's all right
yeah.
to
It's
be
kind of
nervous.
nervous.
It's first time stuff like that. It can be pretty nerve wracking stuff like that. But I get just
Just
imagine it's like me and you talking.
yeah.
Just
Okay.
like
Yeah. Sure.
no one else is here and stuff like that. And you're just having a conversation. So whatever you
Sure.
wanted to talk about, that topic you want to talk about, whatever.
Alright. Yeah. I just well, I just was um. How do you or maybe uh how do you um yeah, I was just kind of nervous. Well, to talk about this topic, I was wanting to talk
Mhm.
about. Yeah, yeah,
Just a bit nervous.
yeah,
Yeah.
nervous to talk about some stuff. Yeah,
All right. Yeah. I guess we can kind of just work up to that. I guess
yeah.
we can talk about.
Eventually,
Yeah, we can talk
eventually.
about whatever right now. We can talk about, I guess, um, maybe we can talk about like some hypotheticals what in the community and stuff like that. What would you think? Like, what do you think we need in the like community and stuff like to help better?
I hope
You know.
better the community.
Yeah.
Uh, honestly, uh, maybe more. I don't know. So basically, more um, sports or something. More uh, I don't know. Honestly.
Yeah.
Just more
Yeah, I'd agree. Yeah, I feel like sports again is like a really big part of our community and stuff like that.
yeah,
Like it's
honestly.
like I guess like the glue that holds us together. I feel
Yeah,
like we're a very big hockey community. I know we're also play like I know basketball is a pretty big sport in our community as well. So I guess if we could build off of that, you know, having more athletics, like not even just those specific sports, but like other sports, the more niche ones, I'd say, like
exactly. Yeah,
would really help our community and stuff like that. Bring us closer together because I know hockey has always been like the main one for us,
yeah,
and
for
that's really good. But I feel like you know if we're all gonna focus directly on hockey, we should go all out. But like I feel like we haven't been really doing that. Like
yeah,
we focus a lot on hockey, but we're not. I feel like we're not growing as a hockey community as much and moving in the right directions we should be. So if we're not going to do that, I feel like we should move. You know, I feel like we should go in like other departments and stuff like that. Like
yeah,
not even just sports, because I know like a bunch of the other people in the community talk about um like other stuff. Like I know Tyrell, he's really into like acting and I guess drama. You say.
acting and drama. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, like that's really cool. And like he also talks about how he does stand up and like stand up comedy and stuff like that. So, you know, I know there has to be a bunch of other people who like to do all that stuff and, you know, not just focused on hockey and sports in the community and stuff like that. So, yeah. So, yeah, but how's your day been so far?
well, then just tiring actually.
Yeah.
Tiring, yeah.
Why is that?
So I just couldn't get much sleep. I guess it's kind of like been kind of like dealing with some
Mm-hmm.
personal. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has been yeah. Basically it. Yeah,
Yeah. All right. I guess like if you don't mind, like I was before we started because like I know I started a bit earlier today because we have to end a bit early. I was kind of talking about how um like my school process and like how I go to school in the states and stuff like that and what that's been like for me. So
yeah,
fine, you know, if you want, I can continue talking about that and you can jump in, ask questions if you'd like.
yeah. For sure, for
Yeah,
sure. Yeah, I can
yeah,
ask a couple questions about
yeah,
like uh,
yeah,
schooling there. I
yeah,
guess or, like sports wise. Well,
yeah.
I think yeah, sports wise or something.
Hmm. Yeah, so I guess I was like starting off like going into fall quarter, the very first quarter there at Stanford. You meet a bunch of different people like the first week or two there. Definitely that's like the main thing. They have a bunch of different booths for different clubs, sports clubs, athletic clubs, like academic clubs. Like next year, I hope to join SSI, which is the Space Initiative Club,
Okay.
which would be really cool. We work on like actual sending satellites to space and stuff like that, which would be really cool and interesting for me. But and then yeah, I guess I also decided to join a bunch of different sports this year.
Oh, I'm late. Okay, sorry.
You're not late, just we at the start of it early today.
Oh, okay.
Just because Fraser's going live or later, like midway through when we're supposed to.
Midway through?
Yeah, like he's going live like 11:30.
Oh, okay. That's actually perfect.
So yeah, we're probably gonna end before that. So I guess you're perfect. I guess today.
On time?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. If you guys don't know, oh, you just should sit here.
Huh?
Can you sit there?
Sit right there?
Yeah, just because I think that camera's not working. So
Oh, okay.
yeah. But yeah, we have another guest today. If you guys don't remember, Traylon from last Friday, was it?
Yeah, it was last Friday.
Yep, last Friday. It was me, Deshane, and Traylon and Tyrell, pretty much talking about whatever we were talking about, random stuff.
I don't
So
know what it was you were talking about. Also, this headset doesn't work.
yeah,
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. That was a complaint yesterday. I don't remember what we were talking about. I watched the stream when I was at home, It just went everywhere.
Yeah, it was
It
everywhere.
went everywhere, yeah. But I think there was a couple good talking points there. Like the whole childcare thing. I thought
Yeah.
that was nice. But yeah, what were you guys talking about before I came in?
Pretty much because I started early today. I was just pretty much talking about like the whole process. I went through to go to school in the States and stuff like that.
Oh,
Yeah, and then I was kind of talking about how my first quarter there was going for me, and like what just kind of describing like what it was about and stuff like that.
your engineering stuff.
Yeah,
How was it in the States? Like, how big's the campus? How far do you have to walk to get to class?
it's really well. Lucky for me, I live kind of central in the campus, so most of my classes are like a 5-minute walk, maybe 10-minute walk at most. But I bike everywhere, so
okay.
but campus is still really big from one end to the other. It's still like a 15-minute, sometimes 20-minute bike ride.
20-minute bike ride.
Yeah.
God, that
So,
sounds crazy, man.
Yeah, it's a pretty big campus. Just to get, I know because I have to bike to the field for lacrosse, and that's like almost a 10-minute bike ride just to get there with my bag on my back. So
So, like, when you go to the States, when you live there for school, how is it? Like, I mean, like, you don't go with your own car, right? You have your bike and everything.
mhm.
How's the living situation over there? Like in your dorm, how is it?
It's really good. Like, I guess any like college or university movie you can imagine of.
Anything?
Yeah, that's pretty much what it's like.
Oh, okay.
Just like a regular dorm.
yeah.
That's like I would assume what you're imagining is what it is.
I'm supposed to. Like at U of A, they have like a whole section for in. I can't say the word. Sometimes I stutter. Indigenous students, they have like a whole housing section for them.
Really?
Like they have specific houses for indigenous students, so other indigenous students can stay in one big house. Yeah, it looks really nice. But too bad I'm not going to U of A. I'm going to McEwen.
Yeah, we have something similar actually on campus. We have like different um like themed houses, I guess you'd say. Like I know we have one for like indigenous people. We have other ones for like different ethnic groups and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
So
That makes sense. But yeah, who's the other guest right now? Who's this guy?
Marcus.
yeah,
Marcus?
Yeah.
And what's your occupation, Marcus?
I don't know. Just like I just wanted to come in, like to talk about the certain like topic, I guess. Certain topic, I guess.
Oh.
It's like, yeah, it has been. Yeah.
And what's the topic?
Well, I was wanting to talk about like how like these certain people had or not. Well, I was well yes. Yeah. Well, I was wanting to talk about or I was wanting to talk about this certain topic. Yeah, this like topic for like I guess. Yeah. Well, about like I didn't even know. It's just like kind of like nervous, I guess. Guess to talk about this topic, but I was like, I can't like really say it. I guess as kind of have like a little stuttering a bit. Yes, yeah. I don't know. It's kind of like nervous sometimes. Sometimes like when I go on like a podcast and like talk about like I don't know like some stuff. I guess.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, we can kind of just keep talking, me and Trail in here. Whenever you feel like you want to jump in, you can jump in.
All right, for sure.
Sure. Okay, so does anybody here collect like physical media? Like it could be anything. It could be like movies, DVDs, VHS, vinyls, cassettes.
No,
Oh, you don't?
I don't. I used to collect. I guess I used to. I have like old. I have like old discs, like Xbox
360
360 discs
discs.
that don't work because I don't have a
Oh.
360 anymore.
Oh man, the 360 is gone. Did you hear about the marketplace shutting down?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, the 360 is
Really?
gone forever. Yeah, it's so weird because we've gotten to a point where the 360 is going to be turning 20 next year, and people consider it a retro console. Yeah, that just doesn't sit right with me. It bothers me a lot. I don't like the fact I've lived long enough to see the 360 considered retro.
Retro. Yeah, I know. I'm actually older than the 360, which is like does not seem right to call it retro.
Right? It's like imagine how a bunch of like all the kids from the 80s felt in the 2000s when like their things were considered retro. Like
Yeah.
like it's must be like kind of the same feeling, you know? But because that magic's kind of gone. Because I'm being honest, the new Xbox and PlayStation, there's like no games on there.
Yeah, I know.
There's like no games to play. I mean, you can own stuff, but like, where's all the games? Like back on the 360, we had like Halo, Gears of War, Left 4 Dead 1 and 2.
Yeah.
It's like what happened? It's like nothing there anymore.
Yeah, I think it's just because like I feel like the gaming industry kind of just like it's taken over by like the big three, like COD,
The big three.
COD, Fort, and
Call of Duty.
yeah,
Basically,
COD, Fort,
Yeah.
and I guess GTA would be
GTA?
like those are like the main ones that have like their own, I guess, genre. I guess you'd say
Own
like
genre.
yeah, like it's like Fortnite Battle Royale, COD like multiplayer, and like GTA kind of like a story mode, I guess you'd say.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense. That makes sense. I blame Fortnite for every game having a battle pass.
yeah,
Fortnite.
for sure.
Every game has a battle pass.
It's just because of
Basically,
Fortnite.
Yeah,
Fortnite.
it's such an outdated system that they're doing it because it's like FOMO, right? Fear of missing out.
Yeah,
But at the same time, Fortnite right now, the way they do their battle passes, like they made the whole trend. They make the best kinds of passes because you can level that thing up no matter what you're playing.
yeah,
Right. And in the other games, it's like so streamlined. Like I don't like no one realistically has the time to play it for that long, right? Because we do 8 hours a day. Sometimes we work on the weekends. Sometimes we're always busy. And how many hours can you crank out playing on a video game nowadays? Like as an adult,
me, I don't even touch I haven't touched my Xbox
I haven't.
in maybe like 3-4 months now. So
I haven't touched my Xbox in a while too, because I'm trying to work on other stuff.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm trying to animate. I'm not good at drawing, but like there's this you have a program called a Source Filmmaker?
I think so. Yeah.
Source.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
the thing that Valve uses for all their
Yeah.
movies. Yeah, I'm trying to get good at that. I made like one picture. It's like just like this big dude sitting on a couch. And it's way too long. I worked 5 hours just to have that thing rendered out, and it was like
5 hours. That's
5 hours. Yeah, that was like my entire day after I was all done. My shift at the daycare, all gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I don't know. I just feel like I don't have time to do anything nowadays. Like
Right?
especially play my Xbox. I also just don't feel like the need to play it.
It's like
There's nothing to play anymore.
nothing to play anymore, right? Because if you are playing something, you're playing the older things, right?
Yeah.
Like we're just trying to recapture that old magic from like the older games, right?
Yeah.
Because like imagine being 6 years old in like 2008. Now imagine how it felt playing like Call of Duty 4 for the first time.
Yeah.
Like it was crazy. It was like, oh my god, people are dying. It's like, Yeah, that was messed up. I probably shouldn't have said that, but it was fun. It was
Yeah.
fun back in the day. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Like I guess nowadays like the gaming community is kind of, I don't know. It's weird. I feel
Weird,
like
funneled out.
yeah.
Yeah. I was playing Team Fortress 2 the other day,
Yeah.
and I got called a lobotomized monkey for trying to go get a health kit because I was low on health and the medic wasn't healing me, and I was like, I learned a lot of weird words online, especially when I was 9. Those old COD lobbies were something else,
Yeah, the
man.
old COD lobbies were something else.
Oh man, but yeah. What else can we talk about? I'm not sure. I'm
Yeah.
just
I think we actually might have to end it
right now.
pretty soon.
This
In the
early?
next couple
4 or
minutes.
5 minutes. Are you able?
So,
Yeah, are you able to say what you wanted to say?
well, there's this topic that I was wanting to talk about right here, about like yeah, right there.
Yeah. We can talk about that for a bit.
Yeah,
Men's mental health.
yeah.
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 Yeah. I guess like we talk about this 2 episodes ago. One episode right before you and Shane came on with
Yeah.
Madison and Theron.
Yeah, Theron.
Yeah. It was really
Them.
good. We talked about how, like, we talked about a bunch of different things. But I guess did you have anything specific you wanted to talk about, like how you're dealing with it, or like anything?
Yeah. So I guess well yeah, maybe just a couple like I guess like stuff to talk about that, I guess. I guess just yeah, I don't know, it's just like
It's-
I'm kind of like nervous I guess, like to talk.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all good.
I guess well I yes
Well,
I don't know, like I'm kind of nervous like to say well well basically just to keep yourself busy,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess yeah it's- yeah just basically just keep yourself busy and like just do stuff, I guess, and talk yeah, I see. Yeah, well, I guess like to talk to, like, I guess uh family, I guess, or like yeah, just talk to family, and I guess like be around them.
Mm-hmm.
Being around them is like a lot. Yeah, like yeah, it's like I guess like talking about some personal yeah stuff or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's makes see, it's kind of like when basically yeah, just keep yourself busy, and I guess yeah, basically just keep yourself busy and just yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I feel like definitely keeping yourself busy and talking to family can really help with mental
Yeah.
health in general.
Basically,
Yeah, like especially because I know for me, I always try to keep busy, and I'll like kind of like pursue stuff, I guess you'd say.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
really enjoy playing hockey,
yeah, hockey,
which
yeah,
really helps me like deal with mental health stuff, and when I'm
for
stressed
sure,
or
yeah.
like
Stress.
anxious, just playing hockey kind of helps calm me, I guess you'd say.
Yeah, call me, like
Mhm.
yeah,
It's like I think mental health in general is like being grasped by a lot of people a lot nowadays, because like for years and years it wasn't like as important as it is nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like
bro. I get
there's
that.
been many cases of people like committing suicide, stuff
Mhm.
like that, for decades.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And
and it's like kind of like sad too.
yeah,
Like yeah,
and like a long time ago, people thought it was okay to put these like depressed people in like asylums. Like, yeah, it's just interesting. I mean, not interesting in that regard, but just interesting to see how the world is evolving as the more of the years go by. Because we are more familiar with more concepts that we're accepting, like mental health. There are still the world's still struggling. I feel with that because it's just being firmly grasped on nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like in the
basically.
past 10 years, it became more and more important, right?
For
And we're
real.
still learning new techniques. Yeah. When I was taking psychology in college, I realized how really important all that really is. Because like physical health is one thing. It's like one of the bigger things, but I feel like mental health can impact everything. It's a cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah, your mental health affects what you're doing, how you go about your day, and how much energy you can have, right?
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true. Yeah. Well, yeah, basically.
And
Yeah,
I
basically
just
like what I want to like say and like the top or well yeah, yeah, is cool. Yeah. Well, it's like very I guess
yeah, so
true, I guess. It's
yeah,
very true. Like talking about like yeah, just basically just talking about that like more
yeah,
more
making it
and
more well known.
well known. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. And I do get what you mean by distracting yourself. Because some days are going to be harder than other days.
For real,
Right.
for
Because
real.
it's going to always be back there
Back there
in
and
the
it's
back of your head.
always yeah.
Which is
Gonna be
why I'm saying don't think about it. Because sometimes if you don't think about what's bothering you, it's not going to help you.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's just that you can acknowledge it. It'll still be there. What's bothering you. You can keep yourself busy. And in the meantime, while you're keeping yourself busy, you can like brainstorm on things you can do
Yeah,
to
for
help
sure.
to help with yourself, right?
Yeah, and some
Yeah,
like
because
yeah,
there's this
just
one thing I tell a bunch of kids who experience anxiety. I tell them, I'm not. I'm tell them, I'm saying, do not think about it that way. You can't think about it that way
yeah,
because it's still
exactly.
gonna bother you. But do your best. That's literally just it. Just do your best. It's still
Yeah,
gonna
for
bother you,
real
but
though.
do your
Yeah.
best to do a certain thing. Right. Yeah. Because I know some days are harder than the others.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
just the
For real.
nature of things. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. We talked about touched on mental health a bit today.
Yeah, just like a little certain kind of like yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I think
Basically, it's
we're gonna
good.
have to end it today because I think Fraser's gonna be going on live for summer games pretty
Summer
soon at
games.
11:30. So I guess
Oh.
you guys can look out for that. But yeah, I guess today's episode was kind of all over the place. It started off with me rambling on about school, and then Marcus came in, stuff like that, and then Traylon came in. We came talking about video games,
Video games and all these stuff.
and then we're
Yeah.
talking about mental health. So yeah,
Yeah.
today's episode was kind of all over the place, but thank you for everyone who tuned in today. And just kind of watched us talk about I guess random stuff and today. So I
How
guess
many viewers is that? That's 4.
yeah.
The
We got
comments
2
too.
likes.
Yeah.
And Tyrell commented. Does he still cut hair? Guy gives the best fades. Who was that referring to?
Me. Yeah.
Oh, you do?
I basically yeah. I just like yeah, just
How much do you charge?
I guess free for now. I guess like yeah, like
Whoa.
free. Yeah.
All right. Well, if you want a free haircut,
Just yeah, just
call up Marcus.
Marcus who? What's your name?
fades, Caesars, I guess.
What's your last name, Marcus?
Champagne.
Marcus Champagne?
Yeah, like the I guess I don't want to say it on the
It's like a
podcast, like a just like a wine, Marcus Champagne.
So it's like a 2000s R&B singer.
Maybe.
You have that
Maybe.
vibe to the name, yeah.
An artist.
You know, we had like Neo, Usher, stuff like that. Yeah. Marcus Champagne.
It's like
It's crazy.
I guess the wine champagne.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly like that.
Yeah.
all
right. Well, yeah. Thank you everyone for watching, and we're gonna end it here.
I love you.
right. See you guys.